Now, your forecast first, sponsored by Matex Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
Here's a look right now in Decatur. A lot of snow fell overnight in parts of central Illinois, and very much a white scene out there. Look at all that snow. The road's still covered in some of these downtown streets there here at 7 a.m. The snow is exiting the area. This big band of snow brought a very heavy batch here along the I-72 corridor. We had reports of 6 to 10 inches in some localized areas here. Not only are we dealing with the snow this morning, though there is some patchy fog on the I-55 corridor. Dense fog advisories continue until noon for areas there. And looking ahead through today, we'll get the snow out of here shortly. Still some flakes and flurries expected into the afternoon with some cloud cover sticking around through the day. The fog also likely to be an issue today into tonight again. We got a big show for you here. We've got Chief Meteorologist Kevin Lighty out in the field. Lots of viewer photos, snow reports, road impacts, and power outages. We've got all of that for you as WCIA 3 News, the morning show at 7 a.m. on this Sunday, starts right now.
Frankly, it's just mind-boggling, the level of mistakes that kind of led up to this kind of outcome.
A woman's dog was mistakenly put down on Christmas Eve. Why the Champaign County Board Chair is asking for an investigation. Plus, a woman is facing several charges after driving into a fence at Willard Airport. What police found that led to her arrest. And it's looking a lot like winter in central Illinois. What you should know before you head out the door this morning.
You're watching your local news leader. This is The Morning Show on WCIA 3 News.
Thanks for joining us this Sunday morning. I'm Jamie Mays. Here's a look at today's top stories. The Champaign County Board Chair is calling for an investigation and change in leadership after Animal Control made a tragic mistake. Animal Control impounded a dog on December the 18th. Workers identified it as a mixed breed pit bull. They said the owner called in looking for their chocolate lab. When the owner sent a picture of the dog, that's when they realized they had misidentified the dog. The facility promised to hold the dog for an additional 4 days over the holiday vacation, but somehow that message didn't get through and the dog was put down. Board Chair Kyle Patterson says, quote, "To this date, I have not received an adequate or thorough explanation from the county executive or director of animal control of how this could happen." A Champaign woman faces multiple charges after police say she repeatedly rammed her car into a security fence at Willard Airport. 37-year-old Heidi Burns was arrested on New Year's Day. Airport crews saw Burns ramming the fence as she was trying to get off the property and called U of I police. They stopped her at a gas station and found open alcohol, pot, and MDMA pills.
You know, it's really dangerous anytime we have someone in an area where they can have access to, you know, the Willard Airport runways. So I think that's something that the airport takes very seriously. It's something I don't know that it's something that we have to look into because it's something, you know, that's an ongoing concern, not just.
Burns faces multiple charges, including DUI, leaving the scene of an accident, and illegal pot possession in a vehicle. No one was hurt. That was the first police report the department filed for 2021.
The time now is 7:03. We're talking snow this morning, and did a lot of us get some? Yes. Did some of us get a lot? Absolutely out there. Champaign right now, the roads looking clear. But some of these fields and side roads and stuff still having a lot of snow on them here. Here's another check on Neal Street. The pavement is wet, but with temperatures where they are, we're not too concerned about them refreezing this afternoon. We're sitting at 30 in Champaign, 29 in Bloomington, Springfield at 29. The snow is on its way out here. We do have dense fog advisory still in effect for the I-55 corridor. That will probably be an issue through the afternoon hours here in central Illinois. Here's a look at the snow band that came on through. And when it came through, we've had a number of impacts areas. Latest outage reports across central Illinois. The last check here before the 7 o'clock start of the show, over 11,000 outages. McLean County at 2,700. Champaign County has 1,200 customers out in the dark. A number of other folks are out too. We've had reports of outages as early as midnight last night in Farmer City and other places. If you're out of power, crews will be working hard to get things done. Here's why we got dumped on with the snow. The highest snow report we had came out of Cisco at 9 inches. In fact, we have to up that. A new report came in just shy of 10 inches of snow since last night. Monticello checking in at 8. That very narrow, heavy snow band coming right along Interstate 72. Decatur, Sherman, Riverton, all 4 to 6 inches. Champaign here measuring 2 inches, 3.5 in the capital city. Road conditions is something else we want to check here. This is where we're seeing that those purple counties, there's McLean, DeWitt, and Macon counties, have road conditions that have reported totally snow covered there. That's where some of the heaviest snow fell. Piatt and Moultrie counties as well. Still some partially covered roads in Champaign and Douglas County. And we've got roads, the main interstates even have a little snow on there. We've got our chief meteorologist, Kevin Lighty, that's out in the field, and he's watching things for us. And he's been keeping an eye on them. And do we have Kevin by chance, if we can let me know? He's reporting in the field for us. Let's go ahead and send it out to Kevin now.
All right, Jacob, thanks. Yeah, I'm actually in Monticello right now and made my way from Champaign on I-72. And let me tell you, it was like night and day between the road conditions in Champaign compared to Monticello and areas here into Piatt County. It was almost right as I hit that Piatt County line. Boy, you could tell a huge difference in just how much snow actually fell. So I'm in some of the more in-town streets here in Monticello, and I can confirm, as I did step out and measured the snow, there definitely was 8 inches of snow that fell, and it is a winter wonderland out here. But I must say that the one thing about this snow and the ice that we had, and I'm going to pull up to this here, I'm at the corner of State and High Street. You can see this tree branch that has snapped off or is now leaning actually across the road here in Monticello, actually blocking some of the roads here in town. As you can see, again, this is at State and High Street. So again, that is from the weight of some of the very wet snow on top of what was already, the ice that we had, of course, the other day as well. So again, roads, I will tell you this, I have seen a ton of plows here in town, and they have cleared a lot of the roads off, which is some great news. But let me tell you, your neighborhoods, those are the ones that are going to get plowed last. You may have a little time, a little tough time getting out of those because of how much snow fell. But you can see this is the main drag here, and you can see that the snow has definitely fell in Monticello into Piatt County. What we're going to do is actually turn back south, and we are going to see what's happening in Bement coming up here. So stick around, and we'll have more reports as we go throughout this morning. But it is quite snowy here in Monticello. Back to you.
All right, thanks, Kevin. So much snow really looks like a winter wonderland out there. All right, and the new year means many are ready to start working on their New Year's resolution, with fitness being oftentimes at the top of that list. But during a pandemic, the gym rush looks a bit different. WCIA3's Demi Ramirez joins us from the newsroom. Demi, are local gyms getting new members?
Jamie, I spoke to the owner of Leondo's Boxing and Fitness in downtown Champaign, and he told me that they have received 15 new members over the last couple days. Now, each January, members are trying to accomplish their workout resolutions. The gym has been in the community for over 25 years, and for the first time, had to make some safety changes. Owner Nate Leondo says the gym has felt the effects of COVID.
It was pretty tough. It's still going pretty tough right now. We know COVID is hindering our numbers, but the boxing term, we're just rolling with the punches and just adapting as the time goes.
The gym is doing their best to keep their members safe. Equipment is wiped down after each use, and masks must be worn around the gym when you're not social distancing. And if you're nervous to head back to the gym, that's okay. The first class is always free with help and support from the coaches. In the newsroom, I'm Demi Ramirez, WCIA3, your local news leader.
All right, thanks, Demi. And there are new rules for restaurants in Springfield. Why owners say following them could be risky. Up next.
Restaurant owners in Springfield are left with a tough choice: follow the county's lead and defy the state, or keep their dining rooms closed and lose out on potential sales. But owners are also conflicted on how much business 25% capacity can actually bring in.
25% of business at the slowest month of the year is nothing.
It was like a lifeline for us.
The county is allowing indoor dining starting Sunday. Mike Coffey, owner of Saputo's and Papa Frank's in Springfield, will be opening without a second thought, and that 20% limit is no concern for him.
The reality in restaurant business is you're not jam-packed and full all the time anyhow. So, there's a lot of days you probably only had 25% of your place filled up anyhow. So,
business owners had just a weekend to decide what they would do. Some are opening, others are staying closed for fear of losing state-awarded money or out of safety for their customers. But Coffey says he can't wait to be able to compete with other restaurants in Central Illinois that weren't dealing with the same level of enforcement.
You go down to Litchfield, and they've been wide open. So the people are driving down to Litchfield to eat. You go to Taylorville, they've been having indoor dining, and so we're surrounded by towns that are allowing it, and then Springfield, you don't.
The county's move is in direct defiance of the state's rules, and business owners like Michael Higgins, owner of Maldener's in downtown, see the opening as premature and could jeopardize the full reopening down the road.
They should have understood the things that they put in place in Sangamon County here have been bringing our numbers down in the county. There's a reason why they're not coming down in the rest of Region 3.
Reporting in Springfield, I'm Cole Hankey, WCIA3, your local news leader.
And for another update on weather, here's a look in Springfield right now. We've gotten some snow. They had 3 inches in Springfield, and now there's fog still overhead here. We'll probably deal with fog through much of the day. And then again tonight when we have places that are seeing the snow that got the heavier amounts here. Here's what we're looking at right now. The snow band that came on through, pulled on out, it sat itself and parked right over Macon, Piatt, and parts of far northern Moultrie County. Here's some of that heaviest snow. Very narrow band right on I-72. Today, then, we expect the snow to be on its way out. A few snowflakes, flurries, and some fog likely to continue. Clouds expected through the afternoon will be in the low to middle 30s. Tonight, then, down into the 20s. Areas of fog will be mostly cloudy. Could be a little mist and drizzle under that fog, too, which could cause some problems with more slick roadways. We'll keep you updated on that. Not overly concerned right now. Of course, the big story is those slick roads from all of the snow many folks got here in central Illinois. Tomorrow, morning fog, then will be mostly cloudy with a little sunshine. If you're looking for sunshine, you have to wait until Tuesday for that. Of course, download the app. It gets you the updates on radar and the forecast. We'll have another update coming to the app here in just a little bit. There's your 7-day forecast. We do expect sunshine on Tuesday. I think, Jamie, a lot of folks going to be ready for that day. And then we'll have the chance for some more showers as we go into Wednesday, Thursday, and on Friday. But certainly don't expect anything quite like we've seen this morning.
Right. Yeah, I'm looking forward to Tuesday. I like to look at all of the snow, but a little sunshine always makes me feel better.
It will be. And if you missed out, there are folks that missed out on the snow. We'll give you a chance. But, man, we got some good viewer photos late last night and throughout the day today of them. I don't have your snowball for you. I joked about that yesterday. Look at this. Here's in Monticello. That car, that was one of the first signs that we had a lot more snow than we expected here. Monticello coming in with 8 inches. My buddy Luke Zimmerman sent me that. And we've got some more photos that are out there in the area. Here's a look at...
Getting all that snow off our car this morning was really tough.
You're right. You're right. So we had a lot of it here as far as it goes. Here we go. Here's another view from Monticello. This was a picture that came in. Look how thick that snow is. That snow came down very quick. It was heavy and wet, caused some problems. You saw Kevin in Monticello with some tree damage. Decatur got in on the snow. Erica Rodriguez and her kid got out, built a snowman last night. Maybe we'll have to do that.
That turned out really nice.
Yeah, it really did. We had a couple of those come on in. Of course, the snow stuck to everything. Monticello seems to be one of the hot spots for the heaviest snow here this morning. Of course, we'll have more updates in the reports. This was folks to the north, though. You remember the ice storm that came on through? Yep. A lot of folks were worried if we added snow to these trees. Carla Moxley took a picture of those folks that had some boards holding those trees up. And then finally here, a report from Argenta. That was a report last night, came in at 6 inches. I think they ended up closer to 7 or 8 in northeast Macon County with that band. So lots of folks sending in reports and photos. Send us more reports and photos of the snow as you get it as well. I will say this, Chief Meteorologist Kevin Lighty, he's on his way to Bement. We're going to have an update from him coming up in the next 10 minutes, I think, in the show, 5 to 10 minutes. And I'm hoping he's on his way to Bement. Folks who are watching and have been watching for a long time know about the Bement bowlers. And so we'll see what Kevin has to say about that.
What is it?
You have to find out. It's a great story from the late 70s about a big snow event. Folks in Bement, if they're watching, know exactly what I'm talking about.
Okay. I'm waiting.
Little tease, right?
All right. We'll be back with more news and weather after this.
The news continues here on The Morning Show, your local news leader.
Looking for something to do this weekend? Here is a look at upcoming events around Central Illinois. Make sure to root for the home team. The Fighting Illini's women's basketball team will be going against the Hawkeyes this afternoon. They will be at the State Farm Center, but you can watch virtually through Big Ten Network Plus. The game starts at 1. And there's still time to head to Monticello and check out the Winter Wellness Walk. You can experience Allerton Park after hours and under a new light. They are open until the end of the month. You can check it out anytime between 5 and 9. And it's time to light up your world with reading through the Urbana Free Library. All ages can participate in this program. You read a book, log it in an app called Beanstack, and you can receive prizes depending on how many books you read. You don't even have to leave your home. The program goes on until the end of February. And Piatt County got several inches of snow overnight. Kevin Lighty is on his way to Bement right now. Kevin, tell us what it's like out there.
Yeah, here we go. We're in downtown Bement right now, and hey, listen, I gotta give props to a lot of these snowplow drivers that have come out, and they've cleared the streets, fairly good. But you can see on the side here where, it is a lot of snow that fell here into portions of Piatt County. And so you can see there's the stop sign that's completely covered with the snow there as well as we come up to the post office here on what is just a winter wonderland that has taken over here into parts of Piatt County. So we were in Monticello. I mean, we had definitely 8 inches there, and I could say that we probably definitely have, a good 8 inches here as well. So again, be careful if you're headed out. A little bit of a surprise for some of you. Some of you will enjoy this. Some of you are saying, are you kidding me? How did we get all of this snow? But definitely something for the kids to enjoy. But again, we're in Bement. We are in the WCA3 Storm Tracker, and we're going to continue to keep you up to date with just kind of what we're seeing out here with, again, snow-covered roads and those power lines and trees just full of the snow out here as well. We'll have more reports coming up here throughout the morning show. For now, I'm WCA3 Chief Meteorologist Kevin Lighty reporting live in the Storm Tracker. We'll send it back to you.
All right, thanks, Kevin. We can see you out there right now. I got a question for you, Kevin. If you're familiar with the Bement Bowlers story from the late 70s when some of our team got trapped at the bowling alley and had to send reports back then. Don't think you can go bowling now, Kevin, but you're enjoying your time out there, right?
Yeah, I can't go bowling. I don't even know if it's open, but yeah, our team got stuck there, and they did reports. They bowled and they did reports, and I can't remember what year it was, but I think you're right. They're in the 70s, and so yes, the CIA Bement and bowlers and whatnot. Hopefully, I don't get stuck, but I can tell you, there's not a lot of people out on the streets right now. That is for sure at this hour.
Yeah, I'm sure more folks will be getting out to enjoy the snow, at least where this heavy snow is. Now, Kevin, I know you were on vacation, and we had this little snow event and brought you back. Thanks for your field reports. We really appreciate you, and wish you got one more morning to sleep in, but it looks like the snow very much worth the drive and the storm tracker out there. All right, Jamie, we're going to talk more about this snow here right now. Let's take a look at our weather camera in Gibson City, and a lot of snow covering the lens there into the field. You can see some of the side streets there. That's the corner of Melvin and 19th by Gibson Area Hospital and Health Services. Their roads a little snow-covered in spots, and we would expect that here with that heavier band that came on in. The heaviest snow fell from Decatur to Monticello, a little bit south, Mount Zion towards Bement, and then tapered off very quickly. A very localized band here. I don't think anyone expected 8 inches. We thought we'd have that local band and give us a little bit more here, but look at these impacts here. Kevin talked about those power lines. We've got 11,000 outages and customers in the state. Champaign County had 1,200 as of last check. We know we had a couple hundred in Piatt County, Sangamon County at 200, Macon County at about 1,000 outages. Crews were working to clear roadways and take care of things here in the coming hours. Snow totals, this is a quick check at that again. 6 to 9 inches, Decatur, Cerro Gordo, Cisco, Monticello, and Mount Zion, even Sherman checking in with that. Other spots saw less. The further south you went, it tapered off very quickly, Jamie, but a very active snow band, a big snow band for folks who were lucky enough to get on in the action today. Jamie?
I'm surprised at how much snow we got. It seems so quickly.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. We thought 2 to 4 was the max, and Mother Nature really pulled a stunt here, really overperformed the forecast, the way the atmosphere worked here. A lot of folks probably happy that got this snow. Some folks are wishing that they could share with us too down towards the I-70 corridor.
All right, thanks, Jacob. And healthcare workers have been trying for weeks to get people vaccinated. Why some firefighters are choosing the vaccine and what's stopping others in the department from doing the same. Up next.
continues here on The Morning Show, your local news leader.
Some firefighters in Indiana have been the first in line to get the COVID-19 vaccine, but others have some reservations.
Firefighters are used to working on the front line, ready to answer any call for help. This year, though, was anything but routine.
Different, that's for sure.
Battalion Chief Roger Kerr works for the Bloomington Fire Department.
You run on possible probably 7, 8, 9 calls a day that are probably could be COVID positive.
A different year that's brought on even more stress to an already demanding job.
You worry about when you go home, did you take something home to your family? You worry about your crews when they go out.
It's one of the many reasons he decided to visit IU Health in Bloomington to get his first dose of COVID-19 vaccine.
It was just a great show of respect for our community to say, hey, you guys need it as much as the healthcare workers.
Most firefighters in Indiana are included in the first round of vaccinations, but in Bloomington, only about 40% of the department says they'd get a shot right now.
When I was younger, I had some pretty nasty reactions to flu vaccines, and it just, as an adult, I just want to see how it goes.
Even as a part-time paramedic, firefighter Seth Staggs wants to wait.
I just want to see if people have like allergic reactions or if there's any side effects, any illnesses that they have.
At his fire station, 2/3 of the crew plan to wait with him.
I'm not against it. I'm just reluctant until more of it's out there.
It's a different layer of protection, giving some concern. The department is encouraging more firefighters to consider it and hopes the vaccine can get everyone closer to a familiar routine.
I hope it gets somewhat back to normal, whatever normal is for everybody.
Since the vaccine started to be distributed in mid-December, more than 130,000 people have received them in Illinois. The state's veterans' home have also started getting COVID vaccines, and pharmacies like CVS have started their distribution programs at long-term care facilities. We'll be back with more news and weather.
Time now is 7:33. Let's talk road conditions. Many folks are asking, how are the roads in my area? Here's a look at the county map from the Department of Transportation. These purple counties, McLean, DeWitt, and Macon County, reporting totally snow-covered roadways, still partially to mostly covered from Champaign, Piatt, Moultrie, Douglas County, even to the east towards Vermilion, Iroquois, and Ford. And on the other side of this heavy snow band that dropped snow in Monticello and Decatur, saw some reports in Sangamon and in Logan of some snow. That's why that snow band that pivoted overhead dropped some spots of 6 to 10 inches. The highest report we've had so far, 9 3/4 coming out of Piatt County. And the snow out of here, still some light flurries possible. Clouds will stay here throughout the day today. Here's another look in Gibson City. Again, we're watching those roads closely here. We'll keep you updated through the rest of the morning show. The thing to note is that even though here in Neal Street, it looks clear, we think that there could still be a few slick spots. The best thing to do when we have a snow event like this, take it slow, take your time, and we'll be just fine here. If you hit a slick spot, don't slam on your brakes. Hold your steering wheel straight and cruise through it. 30 in Champaign and in Decatur. It is 29 in Bloomington right now, 27 in Jacksonville. Dense fog advisories from Pontiac to Bloomington to Lincoln to Springfield, off to the west towards Jacksonville, as some dense fog settling in over there. We'll keep that fog through midday, I think, before it erodes away. Highs, though, not going up all that much. We'll be low to middle 30s out there. 34 in Decatur and in Springfield. 35 in Charleston. Paris at 36. Tonight, then, down into the middle 20s out there. More fog likely, especially in areas that got the heavy snow, and off to the west and where the ice is still accumulated on trees. A little mist and drizzle is possible. We'll watch it closely. I'm not expecting any widespread concerns like last night's snow event turned out. Tomorrow then, into the 30s, maybe low 40s, mostly cloudy, and a little bit of fog in the morning hours here. Quick check at your 7-day forecast. We do expect the temperatures will stay mostly above average. Should be low to middle 30s this time of year. I think we'll be upper 30s and low 40s as we go through Tuesday. That sunshine will return. It'll be here Tuesday, but some of us may be lucky sneaking a little bit today and tomorrow. I think, though, Jamie, clouds are going to end up winning out.
All right, we'll see.
All right, we've got some viewer videos actually from our station cameras here last night. Let's take a look at what the snow looked like. This is here last night about 3 a.m. Got up and grabbed some of that video, Jamie. A bit of snow there. It was pretty nice and quiet here in Champaign as that snow fell. The roads stayed dry.
We didn't get quite as much as some of the other spots throughout.
You're right. Let's check into Springfield. Springfield reported 3 to 4 inches of snow, and they're dealing with the fog out there still this morning. See that low cloud deck that's in there? This is the kind of snow that's great for getting out and making snowmen, throwing snowballs, and we'll coat things really nicely. A lot of viewer photos will be coming in. We got one more place, though, Jamie. This is Decatur. Look at how heavy the snow is coming down. The snow came down there a couple inches an hour rate. Very thick, wet snow. The heaviest in Monticello. We don't have a weather camera there, but it looked very similar. We had a viewer video that came on in. So, folks, if you've got photos today, you want to send them on in, we would love to see them here, Jamie. I know we're probably going to have to go outside after the show and have a little snowball fight in the parking lot.
Oh, well, no.
Jamie's
I was thinking go outside because I have to go work.
Yeah, that's true, too.
This is perfect weather, like you said, to go outside, snow angels, sledding if you can.
Yeah, this is a good snow for those of us that got it. I think there's going to be some folks that are calling. I heard the phones ringing in the newsroom from down by Charleston and Effingham in that area. Like, where's my snow? Sorry, folks. Sometimes that's the way it works.
All right, and it's time for our trending topics of the day. We're talking about snakes, massages, and distancing sweaters, and a dance break. First up, in a world where goat yoga is a thing, here's the next thing. Snake massages. For $6, a spa in Cairo, Egypt, will let pythons and other snakes wander all over your body for half an hour. Yes, they're all non-venomous. The smaller snakes are snakes. The smaller snakes are for facial massages. Customers swear by it. They say the sensation of all those squirmy snakes is actually quite relaxing. And the owner of the spa says a good snake massage can reduce muscle pain and improve blood circulation.
From snow to snakes. I like snow. I do not like snakes. He looks relaxed, but good grief.
Yeah. Would you try this?
I would not. I don't think I would at all. It doesn't seem like, look at that all over his face. No, thanks. I would rather lay down in snow than I would.
If someone like held the mouth part, I would try it.
Really?
Mhm.
Wow, I'm actually pretty impressed by that. So maybe next week.
Yeah,
we'll
I'm
get
just
you.
afraid that snake might bite me.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to use venomous snakes. I hope not. Didn't they say pythons?
I don't
though?
care. I
Yeah.
don't care.
All right. All right. All right. Let's talk more about fashion. It was just designed by a home security company. Check it out. So, did you hear the beeping on that?
Yes.
When they got too close, it started beeping and lighting up. I actually really like that. It's social distancing sweater. The built-in alarm goes off when someone comes within 6 feet of the person wearing it. It's the brainchild of Simplest Safe. The company says they wanted to give people a comedic relief to protect themselves during this year's holiday celebrations. I just tell people stay away. In fact, stay 12 feet away from me. I'm just a grumpy old man with all these late nights and early mornings and weather. But that sweater, I think that's a genius.
Yeah,
really
I
do.
think so too.
Jamie's going to be wearing one of those neck and I'll have to.
It's hard sometimes. I find that sometimes people do get a little close, like in your personal space.
Yeah.
I agree. And I feel like they don't quite understand that we're supposed to be social distancing sometimes. And so this is a easier way to tell them to back up.
I think even before even the pandemic, like, stay away from me. Get away. Deal with you.
All right. And the staff at a grocery store in New Zealand decided to de-stress at the end of a long shift with a little dance party. Take a look. I need this.
Wow.
All right, Common Sense Organics posted this video of employees dancing. The store applauded them for finding a fun way to get through this really tough year.
I love that. They're dancing and excited for it. And I tell you what, I bet we're going to have a lot of kids dancing like that in the snow in Piatt County, Macon counties today.
Yeah. I hope some adults get out and go dance in the snow and do some fun stuff out there.
You're right about that. I do want to say this too. We haven't mentioned it yet. We did get word that there is no school today. It's Sunday.
All right, sports is up next.
is 7:43. Let's take a look at some more viewer photos from this morning snow event. This is from Decatur. Rach Groob sent this to us. She mentioned in her post that this was actually taken at night. There was so much snow and such low clouds. All of the city lights make it look like daytime. Believe it or don't, that's very much what it was. Here's Mount Zion, just to the south there. Some snow sticking on the trees. This came in a little bit before 1 a.m. this morning. Mansfield to the north of Monticello. Folks in Mansfield got an inch or two. You drive south to Monticello, and those folks have done it a lot. A big difference, a quick change in the snow here in central Illinois. Looking in Springfield, this was from this morning as well. Some of the snow-covered trees there, they ended up getting 2 to 3 inches in most parts of town. Oriana, Lori sent this to us last night. The heavy snow band set over there, and you can see what it did. Lots of accumulation on those trees and branches and power lines and on the ground. Watsika even got into the snow in Iroquois County. We haven't talked about a lot of other areas. Some snow fell in that part. And another snowman, this one from Jacob Waller in Beemont. Sent a picture of that here. Look at those branches, the pine trees for arms. And it looks like we got the eyes and the carrot nose there. Champaign, another check of some snow that fell here in town. We recorded about 2 inches in Champaign as far as it goes. So certainly lots of snow in the region. Jamie, I got to say, this I don't think looks quite like me, but missing an eye, some stubby arms. Pretty close, but we'll send it back to you, Jamie.
All right, thanks, Jacob. And the Illini played their first game of the year. Marley Weirda has more in this morning's Sports Shorts.
After a year unlike any other, really the only thing the Illini want to take from 2021 is their current win streak. They played their first game of the new year yesterday, looking for their third straight Big Ten win. And coming off last week's victory against Indiana, they hosted the Purdue Boilermakers at the State Farm Center. And while it's a new year, still the same old, Trent Frazier and Ayo Dosunmu, they team up for the bucket there. Now, Andre Curbelo, he dished out 6 assists, and he leads the Big Ten in assists per game. That one goes to Kofi Coburn for the alley-oop. But the Boilermakers come out of halftime, guns a-blazing. Williams with the no-look pass to Brandon Newman, and it's all part of a 19-0 run. But Curbelo coming through with the steal and the dunk. That's part of an 8-point performance for him. It'll be 66-58. The final. Illinois is now a perfect 6-0 at home this season. Coburn led with 14 points. Ayo Dosunmu and DeMonte Williams each had 12. WCIA3's Andy Olson has a full report. We have his report and highlights on our website, WCIA.com. That's a look at your morning sports. I'm Marley Weirda. We'll send it back to you.
All right, thanks, Marley. More news and weather is up next.
This is The Morning Show.
And as we've been showing you all morning, places throughout central Illinois got lots of snow today, didn't they?
Yeah, a very small area got 6 to 10 inches of that. We've got Chief Meteorologist Kevin Lighty. He's out there in the field now. Kevin, we were watching your stream during the breaks. You were going down some roads that were completely covered with snow. Tell us what you're seeing and where you're at right now, Kevin.
Yeah, I did. I was traveling along. I wanted to show some county roads into Piatt County, and let me tell you, if you don't have a large vehicle and whatnot, not advised to go down some of those. I'm actually now on Highway 32. I am just south of Cisco right now. But what I can do is just kind of give you guys a little bit of an idea, what it would be like if you got off of the main road and decided to turn down, a road that is, not plowed yet. And so that's what we're going to do here. We're going to just turn right down here. And here is a road that literally one vehicle obviously has made its way down. And you can see the difference between that main highway there and then some of the side roads and county roads. You are going to encounter 8 inches of snow. And again, just be careful if you are going out. You have to go really slow, but this is what it looks like. Again, the main roads look good. Side roads, county roads, they are covered. We're going to continue to keep you updated here. Live reports here in the WCA3 Storm Tracker. I'm going about 10 miles an hour right now.
All right, thanks, Kevin. Looks beautiful out there and really a little bit scary. Be safe. All right, we'll have more news and weather after this.
is 7:53. Here's a look at Mattoon. Mattoon didn't get a whole lot of snow here, just a dusting in spots. That heaviest snow band to the north. We knew there'd be a sharp cutoff to the south as far as it goes. And so very much here in Neal Street, the roads look fine. Cars are covered with snow, though. Make sure you wipe your cars off before you're driving here. We do want to check in with Kevin's stream real quick, full screen if we can. He is moving. He is stopped right now and back to a main road. We know he's going to get off here. And okay, good. Kevin's back. We don't have to go get him. I do want to mention, though, with those snow-covered roads, make sure you slow down. There are some slick spots that are out there. We're going to have a full update from Kevin and myself on our digital content platforms coming up at 8:15 or so. You can look for the live stream on Facebook again, and we'll keep you updated there. All right, as far as we go, the snow is on the way out here, and we can expect to see flurries underneath it through the rest of the day today as those temperatures are sitting in the 30s out there. We're going to final check at your 7-day forecast coming up at the end of the show.
Schools across Illinois will soon start their second semester, and districts like Springfield are still figuring out when they will return to the classroom. In August, when the school year started, the district set in place 3 metrics they would need to return to in October. Now it's January, and the county isn't hitting the mark for 2 of the 3 numbers, but students could still return on January 12th if the school board votes to allow it at their meeting Monday night.
What we need to do is force it in a too quick of a fashion and then cause everything to fall apart. We don't want to jerk parents around and teachers around and have them only come back for a few weeks before we're way out of range again.
The meeting is scheduled for Monday night at 6:30. The board would need a simple majority vote to have students return to a hybrid learning plan. And as temperatures drop, some people may be looking for a safe place to escape the cold. CU at Home's executive director says both their men and women's overnight shelters are open. The men's shelter has been running since October of 2019. They have also been partnering with Austin's Place, the winter women's shelter. Due to the pandemic, they decided to keep those shelters open year-round. Workers are taking several precautions to keep people safe.
I think the main focus for us is, keeping mats sanitized, keeping surfaces sanitized, spreading folks out, always having masks available, monitoring our folks and seeing if there are signs and symptoms, and staying in constant contact with public health.
The executive director says there have been challenges, but they have been able to work through them with the community's support.
Here's a look at your 7-day forecast. Of course, you can get the updates on the weather app. We'll keep that updated and have another alert coming out here in just a bit. Do want to mention, at about 8:15, we're going to hit the digital platforms. You can join us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and our app. Chief Meteorologist Kevin Lighty and I are going to have more updates on the snow. He's out driving in it, having a good time. Jamie's going to go out and get a snowball ready for me in the parking lot.
I'm ready.
She is ready to throw it at me after what the weather has done this past 12
And
hours.
it's really nice out there. It looks nice, but still slick roads. So
Yeah, the roads will be a bit of an issue, but I think for the most part here with the snow, a lot of folks going to enjoy a nice play day across parts of Central Illinois.
Yeah, sounds good. All right. Have a good weekend.